The Foreign Ministry is celebrating a minor diplomatic coup after a coalition of 8 countries launched a formal initiative to petition the World Health Organization on behalf of Taiwan. The diplomatic gesture, known as a verbal demarche, was issued by ambassadors of Japan and the US, along with 6 other Western nations. Meanwhile, Health Minister Chen Shih-chung has been published in newspapers in 175 countries, with a letter drawing attention to Taiwan's plight. However, with just 1 week to go until the World Health Assembly convenes online next Monday, the chance of Taiwan getting a last-minute invitation seems slim.
Chen's letter featured in Denik, a Czech daily newspaper, with the headline, Taiwan Minister urges world to support Taiwan's WHO bid.
以往我们在推文或在相关的外管都要尽很大的力。
When we published letters in the past, the Foreign Ministry had to put a lot of energy into promoting them. This year, I'm told by the Ministry that it's become much easier. There have even been media outlets coming proactively to ask us for statements. We sent this letter out to about 175 recipients.
Chen's letter drew attention to the WHO situation by highlighting Taiwan's response to COVID-19. It's been carried in major newspapers in 175 countries, including the US Diplomat, the UK's Times, France's Le Monde, Australia's Sydney Morning Herald, and Malaysia's The Sun. The de facto Taiwanese ambassadors in more than 30 countries were interviewed by many local media outlets. Here, CBC reports Canada's backing for the US-led push for Taiwan to return to the WHA as an observer. They also say that a pro-Taiwan coalition of 8 countries wrote a verbal demarche to WHO officials last week, pushing for Taiwan's inclusion. Its input, they say, would be meaningful and important. The initiative comes from the Geneva-based ambassadors of Japan and the US, along with those of Canada, Australia, France, Germany, New Zealand, and Great Britain.
那事实外交上面的这些默契，我没有办法讲得太多。
I can't make too much comment about our diplomatic understandings with other countries, but we do want to express our deepest thanks to these countries that have supported us on the WHA issue and in the future may continue to stand up for us even more.
Taiwan has attracted more robust support in recent months than in previous years, but still there is no invitation to the WHA, which takes place online on May 18th and 19th.
Our assessment is that it is still very tough. It seems looking at the requirements expressed when we consulted the WHO Director General or the requirements they've expressed in public statements that they still have a very rigid stance.
到这个时间来讲，我们是会得到邀请，我们当然不放弃机会。
At this stage, for us to receive an invitation, of course we're not going to give up on the possibility, but it seems that the likelihood is rather small. We will continue to stay in touch with countries all around the world, and of course we will hold video conferences with them from here in Taiwan.
The struggle to regain Taiwan's place at the WHO is still not over, and the foreign and health ministries are taking it one step at a time. Against the might of Chinese political pressure, patience is a crucial strategy.